Hello and welcome everyone to the next week's Mappool showcase video with the quarterfinals pool this time. This pool is orientated around a difficulty of 6.7 stars with 21 maps in total, including 3 tiebreakers. Compared to last round, matches will be best of 11 and each team has 2 bans. Have fun watching and good luck in your match. Our first map is of course the aim consistency pick, Mauritius' difficulty on Twin-Tail Dreamer. It is the longest map in the pool, with a solid 3 minutes and 40 seconds focused mainly on a consistent aim difficulty. Still, you do best to prepare yourself for the streams that nevertheless have a strong presence throughout the map, and are far from easy to aim in addition. With this consistent difficulty at a BPM of 198, this map is sure to test your consistency and raw mechanics.
Slightly faster than our last map. Coming up we have Lass's difficulty on Sekai no Owari ni Imasho. Full of 201 BPM streams, this map focuses on your stamina and ability to mash 2 buttons while keeping solid cursor control. Most of the streams follow circular patterns, but with a break from the expected flow the map goes for wiggle streams and polygonal jumps as well.
In the third of our Nomod slots, we have a Mirage difficulty on Toxicity, a rather unusual high-speed alternate map at 244 BPM. This map contains both a number of fast bursts, as well as long stretches of unforgiving snapping patterns. As expected from a Mirage map, the spacing of the jumps varies continuously and sharply. In fair balance, later on in the pool will be some more typical alternating style picks. Don't be fooled by the star rating of this map. Despite its meager rating of 5.89 stars, this Russian song presents a nightmarish tech map. With the wildest of slider shapes and numerous tricky rhythm choices to boot, this could be considered one of the hardest maps in the pool. Top it all off, an uncompromising air of flat 9 can really push a discomforting reading experience, in tandem with the various slider velocity changes and quick sliders.
Our next map is the fastest of the entire Nomod pool. With a non-static BPM ranging from 107 to 222, Thieves' map on Nibelunga presents countless bursts of all lengths and speeds. Undoubtedly, this is not a pick for snails. Combined with the various fast bursts at this very BPM, the map also contains 2 slow 1/3 sections, making this a serious finger control pick as well.
Starting off the hidden pool, we have As for Win Stiff on Asymmetry. With a length of 4 minutes and 6 seconds of drain time, this is the longest map in the pool, excluding tiebreakers. With tons of overlaps and wide angle jumps, The changing spacing in this map becomes a real challenge to read and aim consistently with Hidden. As a staple for Hidden picks, these slight reading elements come together to create what is a tough aim challenge. Starting off the hidden pool, we have Ask for Win Stiff on Asymmetry. With a length of 4 minutes and 6 seconds of drain time, this is the longest map in the pool, excluding tiebreakers. With tons of overlaps and wide angle jumps, the changing spacing in this map becomes a real challenge to read and aim consistently with Hidden. As a staple for Hidden picks, these slight reading elements come together to create what is a tough aim challenge. As per usual, coming in second we have the low AR pick of the hidden pool. With high object density as well as unpredictable overlaps, the reversing patterns in this map can throw players not so confident with their low AR readings seriously off kilter. Capping off the hidden pool, we have DSA mapped by Jerry. With a lot of rhythm complexity and overlaps combined with various spacing, complex streams and slider shapes, this map presents reading difficulty in a different direction from the low AR pick. Despite a BPM of only 168, this map also pulls no punches with its finger control and stamina pressure.
Starting off with an all-time classic in the Hardrock pool, you see Arumia's map of Saigo. This aim-heavy map is overflowing with kick sliders and bursts, becoming denser and denser as the song progresses. The SV changes and dynamic spacing can add further surprises to the playing experience, combined with the steady aim difficulty through geometric jump patterns and 1-2 back and forth build-ups. With a very tame song comes a very tame map, supposedly. By far's difficulty on Illumina comes in as a tame precision map for Hardrock 2, with a circle size of 6.5. Even so, these 187 BPM bursts and jumps are far from trivial with such small circles, and with a lot of kick slides and bursts of all lengths, this map is nothing to sneeze at. Our third Hardrock pick here comes in contrast, with a tricky textile pick. Both song and map have a calm intro, but quickly pick up. A variety of space triples and unusual slider shapes at 160 BPM test your ability to consistently maintain precise cursor control and flow aim with Hardrock.
Right out of the gate, our DT pool begins with a 240 BPM song with Geralda's S for Dallas. At AR 10.3, this pick is the standard aim-focused high AR map filled with triangles and star-shaped jump patterns. Despite this, a number of short bursts combine with the BPM to make sure a speed element is certainly present as well. As the longest map in the DT pool with a length of nearly 3 minutes, this is a solid test of consistency at high speeds.
Standing in the second DT slot, we have our first Angel Honey map of the pool. As to be expected, the map is extremely stream heavy, combining a lot of doubles and triples as well, and small finger control elements to make the streams much more stamina draining. At a base AR of 8, this map has a high density appearance in contrast with DT1. While short, at 65 seconds, the map certainly makes up for it with a brisk 210 BPM and no breaks to speak of.
Next up is an even older map for the DT pool. Vitrokun's Dake Steg U, from as far back as 2011, now graces the pool sheet more than 10 years after being ranked. Full of back and forths and angled flow aim patterns at a speedy 264 BPM, we get a fast aim challenge along with consistent short bursts at a high enough BPM to seriously strain your left hand.
Finishing off the DT pool, we have a much newer map, Taisho X by Koyusu. This map is filled with rhythm complexity and tough finger control patterns, which can only add to the already present reading difficulty elements. At an approach rate of 10.2, the complicated overlap patterns and tricky rhythms are a serious test to your ability to react quickly with precision and control.
Starting off the Freemod pool, we see another old style map from Val 0108, Streaming Heart. Full of the typical flow aim patterns, wide angle jumps, and even squares at 210 BPM, this map is a fast-paced experience. With base difficulty settings of AR 9.2 and CS4, this map presents quite a challenge with all mod combinations, with fast and awkward aim requirements all throughout. Finally, as the last map before the tiebreakers, comes the standard Catch-22 Freemod pick. As typical for this kind of map, we see a gust difficulty, the song here being Asu no Yozora. With not a single stream, a 5-note burst is the longest one you'll find in the map. Instead, we are presented with a dense map full of aim and reading patterns with tricky overlaps that are a test on both Hardrock and Hidden. Don't be deceived by the star rating.
As our first tiebreaker, we see Testament Aufwachen form, an extremely aim-heavy marathon-length map. In some ways a longer form of Nomod 1, this map is filled with bursts and streams to test the left hand as well as the right. All the while throwing out high range jumps, we get a proper test of raw mechanics and consistency. With KIs and even a solo, the song and the map combine in harmony to provide a heart racing experience for the closest of matches.
Next up, we get Flower of the Wilderness for TB2, a high BPM Camellia track. This professional box map is a 222 BPM burst-heavy tech map with plenty of slider jumps and slider velocity changes to complement the frequent speedy bursts. The pace of this map can change quickly without warning, enough to keep a player on their toes.
Finally, we finish the pool off with the Anonymous, map by Half Slashed. Ranging from 107 to 147 ppm, this tough alt-style map has complex rhythm and complex aim to boot, with as much spaced 1/4 as you could want together with fast sliders and jumps. Wide angle flow aim presents the main difficulty element, with circle arrangements anything but comfortable throughout. A consistent difficulty throughout the most part of this long song are sure to put a strain on your right hand.